Hey friends, Mark Holmes back. Apologize. Been on the air here for an hour and a half straight and did not have the chance to take care of some business. And unfortunately, whew, Zeke Elliott is suspended. Well, Michael seems happy about that. I guess he's. Um, I am in a state of shock. Um, Zeke Elliott is now suspended. I'm getting all kinds of reports for it. The judge denied the motion and basically says you're out. Unfortunately, I see the trolls are laughing. Unfortunately, it was an uphill battle because once it got out of Texas, the New York Fifth Court of Appeals has always, always, always ruled for the NFL. They're in New York City. You know, I don't think we need to trade for a running back, guys. Um, yeah, the trolls are out right now laughing. You know what, Eagles? There's something about karma. He who laughs last laughs the loudest. So you can laugh right now, but watch. Things have a way of coming back around and biting in the ass. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Um, I'd said all along that the battle that he was fighting was an uphill battle. It wasn't about him being guilty or innocent. It was about the fact that the NFL has the power to do this. It's not hurting Zeke Elliott as far as sales goes because he's still one of the top 10 in jersey sales. So clearly people like him and what he does. So it hasn't hurt from that standpoint. The fact that you don't have people out there protesting the fact that he's playing in the NFL right now lets you know that they're not thinking about this. The only ones who have been thinking about this is the NFL and Tiffany Thompson. And unfortunately, Zeke Elliott has now been suspended or resuspended and will have to start serving immediately. So that means the next 6 games we will not have Zeke Elliott. Um, he won't get paid for the next 6 games, so he'll lose those game checks. I still think between Alfred Morris and Rod Smith, and we have Darren McFadden will be active then. I think we have enough running game. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. The coaches now have to coach better. You've now lost a key weapon, and you can lose a key weapon at any point because you see teams that lose receivers and running backs left and right, quarterbacks. You've got to adjust. It's the team and the coaches that can motivate and find the right winning combinations. So now you lost your running back. What would you have done if you lost him for a broken arm or an ACL or something like that? You'd come up with a different plan to go ahead and play him. Well, that's what we got to do right now. Right now, the coaching staff, hopefully they've been planning on this and giving those guys some work as well, so they're ready. There's no point in crying about this. There's no crying in football. You go out there, and everybody else needs to come together and take up the slack. Yeah, you Eagles keep on laughing. So now what you've got to do is you're going to take some more chances. You're going to have to take the chains off of Dak Prescott. You're going to have to start using him a little bit more. And I believe he is ready for the task to take up some more of the slack. So, yes, it hurts having Zeke gone for the next 6 games. But we have running backs, I think, that can help shoulder the load. It's not like we're picking up, guys from Kmart to run the ball next week. Alfred Morris has been a Pro Bowl running back. Darren McFadden has had some good years. And Rod Smith, I'm telling you, that brother is going to be a player. So take a deep breath, everybody. Grab your rum. Take a deep shot. I'm sure he can continue to appeals after appeals after appeals, but it would have to eventually go to the Supreme Court. And unfortunately, I don't know at this moment. I'm going to have to go through and do some more research when we get back off the air. But it's it's a, it's the New York Court of Appeals. Okay, New York. Let me say again, New York Court of Appeals. I said before, the chances of him winning aren't good because nobody ever wins there. When I kept saying that, you know what, maybe it's better that this thing just happens and we get it out of the way when we have some of the lesser talent and have it towards the end of the season, people said, "Oh no, 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 it's he's got a chance to win. It's going to look good." And I kept saying, "I don't think so. It's just kicking the can down the road. The NFL is going to win before it's all said and done." So at this moment, Zeke Elliott is now suspended for the next 6 games. We don't have him for Kansas City. We don't have him for Atlanta. We don't have him for the Eagles. We don't have him for the Chargers. We don't have him. So, right now, forget about him for the next 6 weeks. We're going to deal with the players we have right here, right now. The NFL got what they wanted. Zeke is now suspended for the next 6 games. So, it is what it is. It's now everybody else has to take up the slack and go ahead and do this, keep the team together for the next 6 weeks. And I have confidence in them. Yeah, the Eagles are like, thank you. And see, this is when a team is not, guys aren't confident about their team. Because for me, when I beat you, I want to beat you when you have all of your guys there. So when we kick your butt, when we knock you to the ground and stomp on you, you don't have any excuses. Oh, well, we didn't have this guy. So of course you're going to beat us. Oh, okay. Yeah. But if you're a team that's scared, if you're a team that's not sure that your team is really that good, you're saying, "Oh, thank you, Jesus. Zeke Elliott is suspended. We don't have to face that guy. We have a chance," because you really inside know you don't think your team is that damn good. Because I would want to beat you when you had your best player, so you didn't have any excuses. But hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with the passed out voodoo doll here because he can't believe it, and a day job. Um, Bold prediction. Wentz ends up finishing the season on IR. Yeah, well, that's possible the way he's been hit. Goose mark, goose. Okay. Um, well, DMC actually had a great year in 2014, surprisingly enough, without a quarterback. We got a quarterback. We've got holes that are there. They don't have to get. It's not like we had AP and that was the only thing we had as far as an offense goes. You've got a good quarterback. You've got some good receivers. It just means that those guys have to take up the slack. It also means that your defense has to take up some slack here. Because here's the thing you got to understand, guys. As much as you guys keep talking about Dak Prescott doesn't throw for 400 yards, guys, we have scored more than 30 points in 4 straight games. Yes.
It's been made official.
I know it's official. That's why we have the official show here that's been on. That we've got everybody on here that Zeke Elliott has been suspended.
Thank God, because he can get over with.
In a way, I'm like you, Michael. That I'm happy that
they can't fight anymore.
That
Our playoff.
Michael has a great point that at least it's some closure to it. Yep, there you go. Fresh legs with Alfred Morris, and definitely some fresh legs with Darren McFadden. But we don't have to have like an AP. And truth be told, only the last 2 games has Zeke Elliott really been Zeke Elliott. Can't hear Michael. Well, that truth, Michael is like, yeah, finally, it's good. Finally get it over with and done with. Well, I for one, will be happy when we're not having to talk about Zeke Elliott's suspension in the NFL and all that because I just want to get back to football. So let's just pretend that Zeke Elliott, got a concussion or, got a pulled muscle or something and he's just out for the next 6 games.
But is he still fighting bruised ribs? I thought he's still fighting the bruised ribs or something.
Well, here's the way I look at it.
Not that I mean.
The NFL has shown one thing. It is a crazy, crazy, crazy league, a crazy season. Teams have been rising and falling. If the Cowboys can go at least 3-3, end up being 7-6 or better while he's gone, and you got to think that that's possible because you've got the Chargers there, you've got Atlanta that's a hot mess. We have the Eagles on there, but I think we've got the Redskins again, and you got the Giants. You go 3-3, all of a sudden we're still 7-6 with 3 more games coming back with a fresh Zeke Elliott. Okay, you win 2 of those next ones, you got a pretty good chance. You win 3 of those, okay. 10-6 is what my prediction was for the season. This season isn't over. I know some people have been saying that as soon as you leave Zeke Elliott, it's done, it's over. No, I'm not ready to give that up yet. I'm not ready to give it up because we got 2 games. Defense played better. I only gave up 16 points to the Redskins. Only gave up 10 points to the 49ers. I know that they're not exactly playoff teams, but a team that's got 25 sacks in 7 games and can put some pressure on the quarterback that isn't giving up a lot of running yards lately can help you, can definitely give your team some help. You got a young, strong quarterback that can do a multitude of things. You got an offensive line that is playing better. It would have been a blowout had it not been for all those penalties that were called against us. I think we're going to be okay. I think this is going to end up still being a great season for the Cowboys. I have faith. And I'm going to put out in the universe that I have faith and I believe in this team. Now, if you guys want to cut and run, go ahead and cut and run. If you guys don't want to support and be there with the team, don't be there to support the team. But I am a true blue diehard fan, and I'm going to be here every single day supporting. Yeah, I know you guys are mad. I'm not happy about it either, man. It sucks. It sucks to holy heaven that, 12 Up is finally posting it. So, yeah, it's.
It doesn't. We've been fighting this for the last 2 years.
Yep. Let's see. Let me just check something here. The federal rule. Okay, now here's one. Okay, for those who still have hope, the federal judge ruling does come with the understanding that the NFLPA has 24 hours to appeal. So the NFLPA can still appeal one more time tomorrow. So if the NFLPA does not decide to appeal it tomorrow, then the ban is beginning immediately. So technically, the process is still continuing for the next 24 hours. Yeah. So here's the thing. It is time for the Dallas Cowboys to either put up or shut off. We got Kansas City next week at home. Kansas City is playing right now. So at least we're going to be going against them with an extra day of rest. We got the Atlanta Falcons, which I think we can beat. The Atlanta Falcons definitely are beatable. And then we've got the Eagles at home. And the Eagles, who are definitely crowing, they're flying, Eagles fly. I'm seeing yard signs and flags and car stickers and everything else. And Lord knows we're seeing plenty of trolls here that are now partying like it's 1999 because Zeke Elliott has been suspended. That are now saying, we got a victory. Yeah. It's time for the Cowboys to put up or shut up. You got an offensive line that's playing together. You got a quarterback. You got good receivers. You've been averaging over 30 points a game. It'll come back a little bit with Zeke Elliott, but you still should be able to score 24, 26 points a game. And in the NFL, if you can score that many points, then you got a chance. And I still believe in my defense. I know everybody still says our defensive secondary sucks to holy hell. But I know when Sean Lee's out there, that defense is a hell of a lot better than when he's not. I know that a pass rush can make up for a bad secondary. I've seen it happen. Take a look at the New York Giants when they've won the Super Bowls. The last two, you remember them having like Pro Bowl cornerbacks, Hall of Famers? No. It was that pass rush that got there. The pass rush that led that team. It wasn't certainly Eli Manning. He had some good games in there, but Eli Manning wasn't the reason why they went to Super Bowls. Our defensive pass rush is going to have to dial it up a little bit more. They're going to have to get to that quarterback and help making a few more opportunities for our offense. We're going to have to get some more turnovers. We're going to have to get a few more 3 and outs. We're going to have to just kind of suck up a little bit. But if each man takes a little bit of that responsibility, can get just a little bit more than what they're getting right now, this team's going to be okay. So a lot of people are saying he should go ahead and Denver's making a comeback. Okay. So it's 20-12. God, I got to find a way. I got to find a way to Dallas for that Philadelphia game. I don't know if there's anything to Jobu. All I know is I've been to New York 3 times with Jobu. And 3 times we've come back with a win. I know we've been to FedEx 4 times and we've come back with a win. And sometimes have been kind of crazy games where we should have lost, like when Odell Beckham had the catch that made him famous.
They got hurt.
And then got hurt. But the Cowboys came down the field on it. I don't know if there really is anything to Jobu. But if there's any hope or anything that he can help our team do, I got to get his ass to Dallas. They need some mojo. Did I see Lucky Whitehead in the stand Sunday? No, I didn't see him. He is actually from here. He went to school in Manassas, about 20 miles from me. But it wouldn't be a surprise if he was.
Oh, yeah, because he's hurt.
And Witten's way. I'm glad. You know what? I'm actually glad to see that a lot of you guys aren't giving up yet. I mean, a lot of you guys are like, hey, yeah, we could step up. I am not going to go through here and pout and be mad. Go fund me. But I need to figure out a way to be there. Ugh. We're definitely going to, I hate to say this, but that game against the Philadelphia Eagles, just like in 2014 where we got our butts kicked by the Eagles at home.
Oh, yeah, on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving, the Eagles it looked like it was a sure thing that the Eagles were going to win the division, and they were just going to literally just coast right on in. But the team, against all odds, all of a sudden just started running win after win after win. Tony Romo had come back from injury, but we started getting win after win after win, and we ended up winning the division. So I am not conceding anything to the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe that they're going to have their come back to earth moment. And I believe that our team will be fired up for that game. I'd like to be there, tailgating and getting some Joe Boo wings with all you guys there. I got some figuring to do.
Patreon.
We're going to have to play. We got very little room for error. Well, you know, it is what it is. Again, the NFL doesn't have to have anything on it. The NFL could just be trying to send a message to somebody. Because remember,
No one does anybody.
football is, it's not just with this thing. It's in anything in football. In football, when we're done with you, we're done with you. I don't care who you are. You can be Emmitt Smith and, hey, you got the rushing record? Thank you. Bye-bye. Go play someplace else. You're no more good to us. So this isn't anything any different than that. Right now, we want to send a message to you. Screw you. You're not bigger than the NFL. You're going to do things the way we want you to because we're the NFL. And it is what it is. What you have to do is adapt and overcome. Yeah, the NFL Players Association did kind of screw the pooch on that one. And that's why in 2021, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get real ugly when the new negotiations come in. Okay. Joe Boo's got his refill right here, and I'm about to steal it from him. Yes, Gathers will be gearing up after the Kansas City game. See, I believe, and I'm with you, Corey. I believe in Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott is going to lead us. He's going to show everybody because everybody keeps doubting and saying, "Oh, it's the offensive line. Oh, it's the running game." You know, they don't want to give him credit, but I just keep looking at 2015 when we had basically the same offensive line. We had Dan McFadden, who was fourth in the league in rushing. We were sixth in the league in rushing without a freaking quarterback that could do anything. And they won one game without Tony Romo. But yet Dak took that team and went 13-3 the very next year, who was a fourth-round draft pick. So, yeah, you can say that I got mad love for Dak Prescott. No, I got mad belief in the man. And he's going to show you because you're going to learn. You're going to learn over the next 6 weeks that Dak is truly a winner and Dak is the real deal. Wow, Shell Sharp. Wow, that's pretty hard. You know, I kept saying once, everybody kept telling me, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. He needs to keep fighting. He needs to keep fighting. I kept saying, look, once it got out of Texas, once it got out of Texas and went to New York, the chances of winning it were slim and none. Beasley has a concussion. He's day-to-day right now in the concussion protocol. He's not, out yet for next week, but we'll have to see. Deshaun Watson, another one that definitely came out of left field and nobody expected. F that judge. All right. Nobody showed interest in playing back then, though, Mark. Okay. I think we're going to be okay. Listen.
We get Rico back. We're going to be off the chain.
Alfred Morris, Rod Smith, and Darren McFadden are not Zeke Elliott. However, collectively, I think we can do some things. They have different talents and different things that you can do with them. Alfred Morris is more of a ground and pound type of running back. Darren McFadden is a guy you can use out of the backfield. The same thing with Rod Smith. So if our coaching staff grabs their football coaching for dummies book and starts coming up with a game plan to fit what you have, using Dak Prescott rolling out, because when he rolls out, it's deadly. Rolling out, quick hitting passes, or running the ball. It's going to open up the running lanes. So, guys, don't panic. Don't lose your mind. We're going to be okay. J and K vids, I'm definitely with you on that one. And I think that the Eagles are going to be coming down to earth. Now they do play all the little Mary sisters of the poor teams, but they're not going to go 15-1. Thank you very much, Jacob. I don't understand why we don't run play action out of the pocket more. I agree with you. Well, if we can hold, here's the thing: if we can hold serve while Zeke is out, think about how Zeke's going to be when he comes back. He's going to be hungry as shit, and he's going to be wanting to be playing his ass off. Well, Thomas, hindsight is 2020. That's where I kept saying before it would have been almost better had he gotten the suspension in the first part of the season, and it was done and over with, and then we have it from here on the rest of the season. But it doesn't matter now. It is what it is. He is gone, and there's nothing we can do about it. Giants won't make the playoff. Oh, that's the funniest one I've heard in a while. The Giants, yeah, that's a safe bet that the Giants won't make the playoffs. Okay, so here's the deal. With Zeke Elliott, basically, they've thrown it out. So right now, as the court stands at this moment, he is suspended. The NFLPA has 24 hours to do another appeal. But the problem with the appeals is you're going to appeal the same people that just made the ruling. They're not going to change their mind. And that's what they were doing already, because once it left Texas, they said the appeal is in. The NFLPA said, hold on, we want to appeal to you guys who just made the ruling. Okay, so it's not like you're going to another court. You are asking the people that said, no, he's suspended, to say he's not suspended. And they're not going to change their mind again. So, yeah, the NFLPA can go ahead and appeal again, but it's going to appeal to the same people. They're not going to change. So that's where it stands. So in the next 24 hours, sometime between now and 11 o'clock tomorrow, the NFL can say, guys, will you change your mind? It's like going to your parents and say, Dad, can I borrow the car this weekend because I want to go out to a big ass party and get drunk? You say, hell no. So you ask them another time, Dad, I want to go out to a party and get drunk and borrow the car. Hell no. You can ask and ask and ask, but you're going to get the same response from the same person. That's why you got to go to your mom and say, Mom, I want to go hang out with my friends. Then you might have a chance of getting a different outcome. But you're appealing to the same court that's already said now twice, hell no, we are on the side of big business and the NFL. So it's not going to change. Um, it's the next bill. It's the next 6 games. If the NFLPA doesn't appeal, is Mark back? I can't. You can't see me. I'm here. For some reason the time has not changed on here. It says 1 minute 9 seconds. Okay. Um, well, I tell you what. Here's the thing. And I have to agree with you about Zeke did come in kind of fat and out of shape to begin the season. Um, but he hadn't been suspended. And the funny thing is you don't miss your girlfriend until you don't have her anymore. And I think part of the reason why Zeke Elliott actually played the way he did these last 2 games was because he was actually suspended for a couple of days. And all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, this shit's real. I might not be playing for the next 6 weeks. And then he got the opportunity to play again. And all of a sudden you saw last week against the 49ers and this week he had that hunger again and desire to play football. And so, unfortunately, now he has been slapped again with reality that I am now suspended. And he's going to be sitting the next 6 weeks watching his teammates playing without him. He's going to miss going into facilities, lifting weights, talking trash, eating that cereal, with his teammates. And when it comes back, he's going to be happy as shit to be back there. He is going to be like, wow, man, I'm free. I'm out of jail. I am ready to go. And he's going to come out gangbusters. Right now, he is suspended pending the judge knowing that the NFLPA has 24 hours to reapply for another appeal. But so it is what it is. I think in the end, it's done. It's over with. I've been saying this for a while that, guys, you're fighting City Hall and the chances of winning were slim and none. But it is what it is. Yeah, it's a definite sad day here for Cowboy fans. And yeah, it is, Mike.
It's time to move on.
Okay. Guys, I may have to leave soon because I may have to beat the crap out of my son.
We might have Rico Gallows coming back in about 2 weeks.
What I think the game plan against the Chiefs will be, definitely, hopefully, a lot more play action and having to pass a little bit more, but we will still be using a running back, so I don't think it's going to necessarily change too much because our coaching staff isn't exactly all that. They keep doing the same damn thing. He's got no credit for, he was only suspended for a couple of days for practice. He hasn't missed any games. He's got to miss 6 games. Pull out my leather belt. There you go. Can we have a moment of silence for Zeke? Sure. All right, how about we have a shot for Zeke? Yeah. Golden Heart City, they will definitely have to be more creative. But maybe, let's think outside the box here for a second. Though it's getting late because, Lord knows I've been on the air for 2 hours now. Let's think outside the box here for a second. Sometimes you need a little extra motivation. Sometimes you need something to come together. Think about Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was the thing that brought this country together to say, you know what? We got to kick the crap out of the Nazis and the Japanese. It was the thing that said, it's us against them. Look at 9/11. 9/11 was the driving force that when those planes hit the towers, that brought the whole country together. It didn't matter who you were an American. Maybe, and I don't mean this, I don't mean it blasphemous or anything like that, but maybe this injustice, maybe this thing is the thing that this Dallas Cowboy needs for motivation. It's the Cowboys Brian song. It's the win the one for the Gipper. Maybe, just maybe, this is the thing that brings the team together and puts them on a mission to say, we have had enough. We're not taking this crap anymore. We are going to go out there and do this damn thing. We're going to do it. We're going to keep it together until Zeke comes back. And we are going to show all these people who have doubted us. All these people, sorry, these cameras bouncing around. All these people that have been trying to hold us down, that they cannot stop us. And in the end, against all odds, we shall persevere. And maybe, just maybe, that's how our Dallas Cowboys are feeling right now. Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, Rod Martinelli. Show me that you guys are good coaches. Show me that you can put our team in positions to win. Because now you guys got to work. That's right, King of Kong. We have to fight for that 1 inch. Using your fingernails, we claw. Because the difference is winning and losing. It's like living and dying. Joseph Therese would love to do a tailgate there at the Dallas Eagle game. I'm about to figure that one out. But hey, that being said, I've been on the air for 2 hours, and 2 hours of me is enough to cause you brain damage. I'm going to go ahead and get off here now. I'm going to have me a drink or two. I'm going to get me a little something to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed. Guys, I hate to leave you because there's so many of you on here right now. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for the support. Thank everybody who showed up for the tailgate. And believe me, that's not going to be the last one. Zeke, it's for you, bud. I will see you guys soon.